All right, so in this tutorial video, we want to look at how to simulate an n-step transition probability matrix in R. So first, let's clear all our working environment and graphics using this code of line. And next thing is to load this required package. That is the matrix calculation package. This package consists of a collection of functions that support matrix calculations for probability, okay? So if you don't have this package installed, you can click on packages. And once you click on packages, you can click on install, type in the name matrix calculation, then you can run this to install, but make sure that you have access to the internet so that you can complete your installation, okay? So once you're done with the installation, you have to load this package using the library function. So I've highlighted this. I'm gonna run this. All right. So now let's take an example. So I want to use this example. We have already seen this from our previous tutorial, okay? So a mathematician is trying to create a model to analyze the creditworthiness of various companies. He decides to create a model with 3 levels. Companies will be graded as grade A, that is the highest level of creditworthiness. We have grade B, that is less creditworthy but still operational, and grade D, that is in default. Credit reviews take place at the end of each month. He assigns probabilities for moving between states as given in figure 1. So there is a state transition diagram. Okay. All right, let's go back. So I want to solve for the first part. For a company that starts out in grade A at time 0, what is the probability that it is a grade A company 3 months later? Okay. So we try solving this. So this is going to be this transition probability matrix. Okay. So we want to solve for this part. That is a 3-step transition probability. So how do we do this? Using the R software. Once we're able to get this, we can figure out moving from grade A to itself. Okay, so let's first get to this transition probability matrix. So I want to create our matrix. So this is how the matrix will look like. So in this matrix, we are going to move by row. So we specify this to be true. So we are going to pick 0 0.9, 0 0.08, 0 0.02, 0 0.1, 0 0.8, 0 0.1, 0, 0, and 1. Okay, so that's basically what we have here. Then, because the transition probability matrix is a square matrix, once we specify a number of rows to be 3, it means that by default, the number of columns will also be 3. So we have 3 by 3 matrix. Let's execute this, Control Enter. Here we go. So that's what we have, which looks similar to what this, okay? So now how do we add the current state as well as the future state? So in here, we're going to use the column names and the row names. So the column names will help us to get a future state and the row names will help us to get a current state, okay? So let me execute this, Control Enter. So here we go. So we have now simulated this transition probability matrix, okay? So now how do we get a 3-step transition probability matrix? So what you're going to do is to make use of the matrix power function, okay, which is coming from the matrix calculation package to get our results. So this is our transition probability matrix M, and we want 3 steps, okay? So let's execute this, Control Enter. Here we go. So now we can see the transition probability from grade A to itself, right? And this is giving us the transition probability from grade A to B, and this is giving us the transition probability from grade A to D, okay? So let's try and compare the results. So when we try solving this, we obtain this result, which is similar to the first part. So we are interested in the first part, moving from grade A to itself after first step is 0.7498, okay? So this is basically how to simulate an n-step transition probability matrix in R. Please, if you find value in today's tutorial video, don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and thank you for watching.